My topic will be the virtual tourism. First, I want you to think about it, what it means for you. It's two words, virtual and tourism. I will explain you why you're thinking what it means to you. The two words divided. Virtual, that means it's not real, you can't touch it, it's just an imagination. Tourism, I guess you all know, it's traveling, holidays, you go somewhere, it's all about tourism. When you go somewhere and having fun. But if we join the two words, virtual and tourism, then you will have another image. Maybe you already have it. I guess something similar to this one. Because most of us thinking about, if I say virtual or virtual, you will think about digital things like computer, mobile phones, because this is our imagination today, because we use computers and mobile phones every day. So, you're hearing Csongor Kis, and my topic is virtual tourism. First, I will give you some details about its history, because I don't think it's become just from the digital world. First, you can see some books and images in the slide. The books are about some stories. When you start to read a book, when you open a book, you just see text, characters on it, maybe some pictures. If you start to read it, you will start to imagine a world where it plays or what characters are in it. So you start to use your mind to be somewhere else, not in the room where you are. So it can be the first virtual tour you did already. And afterwards we can go forward when there's plenty others, but I will jump because history is not that important, I think, because I will talk more about the nowadays. So jump to a little bit in the time and you see pictures. We can capture photos with our cameras nearly from the 19th century. And then we can share our experiences, all the places we've been to, and we can share it with others. It's a little bit help with us. We don't have to talk so much about the places where we're going. They can imagine it after the picture, and they just have to think about what we did there, why we feel so happy. And nowadays, I guess everyone knows YouTube. You can watch plenty of videos there about tours. You can go through Rome or Paris and you can visit almost the main attractions everywhere and you can get many informations. It's also a virtual tour. You can find many videos. Next picture, I guess everyone knows Google and Google Street View. Maybe most of you already used it and try out how it's look if you go through Tokyo streets or roads, or maybe San Francisco or anywhere else. Now I will explain you how you get it. In this corner you can see a car. There's a camera, not just one, but plenty of cameras on the top of this car, which are making pictures while it's moving. And after that, they will make a picture like, like that one. It's like they collapse all the squares, the little squares. Each square is one picture of the cameras. And then you can see it in 3D, and you can walk around, look around how it looks in real life. Also, while the technology is getting better and better, the thing is getting easier, so you can have just a backpack, and you can walk around with the cameras. So now not only the streets, but some theme parks and other attractions which is really hard to reach with cars are available in a virtual way. But let's see what else, who else working with it. There you can see plenty of brands. Some of them are maps, like here I go Bing. There are also maps like Google also has a maps. It's applications on the internet what you can reach, typing in a website or page, and then you can search in the maps whatever you want. For example, on your mobile phone, if you have here maps, you just enough to type in where you want to go. For example, the theater's name, and it will pop up where it is and how you can go there, and of course you can also search for things what's around it. For example, cafe or restaurants. And there are other plenty brands. I will highlight a few of them later. There are some brands like automobile market, like Mercedes-Benz, and we can see also Microsoft, Ubisoft, Ericsson, and NCSoft. They are making computer games, and they also make you to do a virtual trip in a not real world. They mostly not existing, but it's still a virtual trip because you have the imagination that you are somewhere else, not in your real life. So I will highlight a few of them, and I also have a question: is this the future or it's the present? As we can see, there are plenty of them are already available for us, so I could say it's already the present. You can see on the pictures, for example, Oculus Rift. Maybe some of them already heard about it. It's some kind of glass what you put in. It makes a 3D vision for you, and you can walk through in other countries or anywhere. Also, it works with Samsungs, and they do the same. You don't need glasses, Oculus glasses, just the frame, and you can place your Samsung phone there, and it will be the same. Most of the people think if you are talking about virtual tourism, it's absolutely a passive tourism, because you just sit in front of your computer, do some clicks, and you are done with your trip. But I can assure it's not true, because if we think about the Xbox, I guess most of you heard about it, and the Xbox Kinect, it's an application or a console which can detect your moves, how you move in front of the monitor or the screen. So you will be the controller, and you can also do sports like volleyball. However, you don't have to go to the beach. So, for example, if you are in Sweden and it's really cold outside that you want to play volleyball, you don't have to go outside. You can play it in your living room. Let's move on. And there are some other things which are not really released yet, but you can also find many things about them that will be released soon. For example, Microsoft HoloLens is similar to Oculus Rift or Google Glass. It's working the same, but instead of the Oculus, it's just a glass like mine, but it makes you a virtual world. For example, if you are in a room which is totally empty, it will display you some pictures on the wall or screens and so on. So you can feel that while you are in an empty room, it's not empty, it's filled with many stuff. And the other thing is here, it's omnipresence. It's also a living thing. You can try it, you can go on omnipresence.com, you can order a day and the destination where you want to go, but you won't go there. You just sit in front of your computer and you will control another person who will be there for you. So we can call it an avatar. That person will be your avatar walking around in Paris, for example, and do what you want to do there. He or she will do it for you, and you don't have to be there. And disadvantages. Also, the virtual tourist has some disadvantages. I didn't want to make a list about it because there are also some advantages and so. And instead of that, I have two examples. One is a movie. I don't know, some of you maybe heard about Gamer. Yeah. Yes? It's a movie about how it will be if the people can control others' mind. It's about that, it plays in the future, of course, and the main function of it, that you can play games, but you will play a game with a real human. So you can control a real human in another dimension. And It's a movie which is for 18 plus because there's so many blood in it, because one of the games in this about killing other people. The other one is a short movie which explains that maybe hacking and programming will be the real future for us, because we will live in a virtual world and we will able to manipulate others if we can program, because the people in their brain will also have a program like we have on the computer right now. So you can program them and choose and make them to do the things what you want to do. So it's a little bit similar like in the movie. So is it good or not to have virtual tourism? For in some cases, if you are a disability person, it's good for you because you don't have to move out and you don't have to be seen by others, and you can just sit in front of your computer and travel anywhere you want. On the other side, it's also not good because some countries have a lot of money from tourism, and if you don't go there because you can visit it in a virtual way, they will have some economic crisis because they won't have enough money to offer the things. And I have a question before I finish. What do you think about virtual tourism?
It's a good thing.
It's good, yeah. Interesting.
Okay. Thank you for your attention.